everybody. It is raining out here, as you see from the title. Somebody lied. Tony, I got some beef with you. I got a beef with y'all. Y'all song. It doesn't rain in Southern California. They tell me you lied. You lied because you said it doesn't rain. It's been raining here since Friday. I think Friday it started raining. I get my days mixed up. But yeah, it's been raining. I have to go run errands today, Sunday, of course, y'all know. So, gotta hit the dusty trail, or the moist trail today. And I was gonna do a couple of videos, one about the coffee shop in Oakland that refuses to serve police officers, uniformed police officers. Another one was gonna be about Obama and his Netflix deal, which I think is kind of weird. He gets a deal and Monique doesn't. I don't, or comedy special or whatnot. He gets one for potentially moderating some kind of show about politics or black community. Or he may be involved in some other project for Netflix, but it was offered to him. It was Jason Black talked about it, the Black Authority. He talked about it. I've heard part of the broadcast. I need to go back and listen to the rest of it. It was pretty long. Go to his channel, subscribe to his channel, get your notifications, press the notification bell on his channel. Go to his Facebook page, the official Jason Black group fan page. I think he has another page, Intelligent Black Society. He has a page for that. TMI, capital T, capital M, capital I, stands for Too Much Intelligence. Go to that Facebook page as well and get involved. He has the Indiegogo campaign right now for his new documentary coming out called Race War. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to do some videos about that. Right now I'm just riding. If anybody comes in, that's cool. But in the meantime, just gonna ride. Listening to Marvin Gaye, Trouble Man. Y'all know I got my Pandora. I'll wait a few minutes for somebody to come in while this plays. But in the meantime, I guess I could discuss the video I was gonna do. I'll probably still do some commentary with the article and everything like I normally do when I'm reading articles on interesting topics. But the Hasta Muerte coffee shop in Oakland, California, said that their policy, their co-op business, and their policy is to not serve uniformed police officers, and that's their right to do so. And what was interesting to me was they mentioned that having police around makes their customers nervous, physically, emotionally. It has an effect on them. We all know this. If you're alive, you've been alive longer than 5 years, you know this. But they also said something about our trans and I guess LGBT XYZ, whatever community, that they also feel these pressures from the police. I never hear them speak out that much when black people are being killed, gunned down in the streets. Neither do I hear the Latinos coming out, or Hispanic, whatever they want to call themselves nowadays. People of color, whatever that means. I never hear all these other people of color coming out saying that they feel some type of way about police brutality when it comes to black people being killed. So that was interesting to me. And there was a couple of issues within the article itself that raised my interest and motivated my inner researcher, where I wanted to research more about this particular topic, this subject. And in doing so, I found another article from last year, 2017, from Vice News, that discussed whether or not businesses have the right to refuse service to anyone, if that's really true. And come to find out, it is true, because there was another business, a donut shop, how ironic, a donut shop that refused service to police officers. I forget where it was. I have to go back. I have the tab on my phone. I have to go back and look at the tab again. But they said they refused service to police officers. They didn't specify whether it was uniformed or not. But it was in New York. It was in New York. I just remember, because they talked about Mayor de Blasio, so it was in New York City. And people in the comment section were saying, oh, why are you refusing service to police officers? You know, you do know that police eat a lot of donuts and coffee. Maybe that's the freaking problem. You're sitting your fat ass up in a dang coffee shop, it was a Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, or these other, what are they called? They have a lot of donut shops out here. I'm about to pass one in a minute, actually. But the Yum Yum Donuts, that's the brand, big brand out here in LA is Yum Yum. Has a little smiley face or whatever on it. And the Dunkin' Donuts in New York City decided that they weren't going to serve police officers. And that's their right to do so. And Mayor de Blasio was like, there's nothing illegal that they're doing. It's fine for them to not service police officers. They can make it specific to certain people. It can't be based on... Oh, I'm getting a notification. Oh, it's my email. Never mind. It can't be based on race, sexual orientation, gender, religion, ethnicity, country of origin, things like that. But when it comes to occupation, that's a choice you made to become a police officer. It's a choice you made to become a firefighter, a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, etc. So, in saying that, they also went further in the Vice article, because I read through this article because it was older, and I know people probably wouldn't remember it. But when I had a HBO, I think it was HBO Now, account, I used to watch Vice News almost every day, and I closed my account based on some of the racist stuff they had. Gavin McGines is on Vice, and Sean Smith as well, and these people are associated with alt-right members, and so I said, let me go ahead and just delete that. Plus you got Bill Maher on there, Bill Maher News and all that, about his bullshit, his racist bullshit. So I said, let me just stop giving my money to this mess and put it elsewhere where it could be useful for my people. You can't avoid some industries, but when you can't avoid an industry that verbally abuses your people, you do it. You avoid that. Take your money away from them. And so that's what I did. But in the Vice article, they discussed how this could relate to potential hate crime problems. Because in Louisiana, as you remember, they've already passed a law that says if you resist arrest from a police officer is considered a hate crime. So if you simply move while you're being detained, physically detained, and arrested by a police officer, that's considered a hate crime in Louisiana. And if they've done in Louisiana, they've already set precedent for other cases around the country. And one thing I want to make mention about that is, say for instance, you have this coffee shop or donut shop or whatever, that restaurant or something that refuses service to a specific occupation, such as police or firefighters. And then you get robbed one day. That coffee shop or donut shop gets robbed one day. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just giving a hypothetical. They get robbed. Who you going to call? Because goddamn Ghostbusters is retired. Okay. Who you going to call? Casper the Friendly Ghost? Like, you going to call the police? The same ones that you said you don't want coming to your establishment? Because I guarantee you they ain't coming. They gonna treat you like every black neighborhood in the country. We ain't coming, okay? So I don't know how that's going to work out, how that's going to play out, but in saying that, you also have to look at the other way. If you have an ununiformed police officer who comes into the establishment, comes into the business that previously has established they refuse business to police officers, and this is to uniformed police officers, but this is an ununiformed police officer that comes in. They look like a civilian. You don't know they're an officer. They could have their badge on their neck, on a chain under their shirt or jacket. They walk in with their family. They want to have, some donuts and coffee, whatever. And something happens while they are there. They're not in uniform, so people don't automatically know that they're a police officer. So something happens when they're there. Maybe someone tries to rob the place. Maybe someone gets belligerent. Maybe a homeless person walks in off the street and wants some free stuff, asking for change, peddling for money. It happens. And this police officer pulls out his badge and says, you're under arrest, or I need to detain you and, ask you questions, or can you just calm down? I'm a police officer, calm down. What seems to be the problem? Starts investigating, determining what's going on with the situation. You're the shop owner and you've already established you don't serve police. He just said he's a police officer now. Now the game has changed. What do you do? What do you say to this police officer? Get the F out of my establishment. We don't serve your kind here. He trying to detain somebody for questioning or figure out what's going on. He's left his family or his friends or whatever, whoever he came with to this place of business, and you're saying, oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to question them. You don't need to do X, Y, Z. You don't need to, do all that. You get out of here, you police officer. We don't like your kind here. Now, if there is a precedent for a hate crime based on you resisting arrest or resisting questioning or resisting detainment by a police officer, or a verbal warning or a verbal command, because that's what it says in the Louisiana law. It goes into detail about that type of stuff. Any interaction with the police officer, if you don't obey, you are charged with hate crime immediately in Louisiana. So if you decide, I don't want you in our establishment, get out of here, you pig, whatever. Now you could get arrested and cited by the police officer for a hate crime, if that is, if that is set a precedent that's set in that particular state or that city. What's up, Light Bear? How you doing? I'm just talking about a subject based on the video I was gonna do, where in Oakland they had the Hasta Muerte coffee shop that refuses service to uniformed police officers. I was just giving a hypothetical scenario. If a police officer comes in, can we do a video together? Sure. if you could help me figure that out, I would love to. I would love to do that. And I was thinking about the what you were saying the other day, the other live I did where we were talking about anger. I agree with some of the stuff you were saying. I have to sit and think about things. I think a lot, but maybe it could be a good thing or seen as a bad thing. I guess depending on what you think about. Melanie and Michelle, hey, how you doing? Yeah, if you could figure that out, because I'm not tech savvy apparently as I would like to be. I'm learning. I admit I don't know, everything. I don't think I ever will. But I hope I never will. That would be a sad existence to know everything. But if you could help me, like a Google Hangout, I tried that. Something was up with the sound. And I need to, I guess, figure out the links, how to do the links and stuff. Yeah, I'm just riding through. I have to run errands. It's, however long it takes me to drive places. And I don't speed, and it's raining, so I definitely can't speed. But yeah, I think that there's two sides to analyzing this particular subject when it comes to the businesses wanting to deny service to police officers or anybody in general, but to police officers. If you can deny service to police officers and get away with it, who else can you deny service to? It always starts with a specific group. In this case, a specific occupation. But where does it stop? Next, they can say, we don't want Muslims. We don't want Muslims in our establishment. Even though that's against the law. It's against the law to kill kids, but they do it. It's against the law to arrest people and beat them up like Rodney King, but you did it and got off. It's against the law to take people's homes, even though they pay on time, but you do it. It's against the law to go across the world and blow people up, but you did it. So I'm saying, just because it's against the law don't mean nothing. Slavery should have been illegal. Slavery is immoral, but you did it. For hundreds of years. So my thing is, and then where was all this outcry years ago when it came to the police? These businesses owned by people who were not even born here a lot of times love the police, especially 92 LA riots. Yeah, Cloudy here. I'll send my email to you. Yeah, thank you. When you send me the email, put in there like a reminder that for me to send you my other email too. Because that one is, I have two emails. Everybody should have more than one email. I have, more than two, but there's another one I want you to have just for us. I'm going to just have that for people that I do hangouts with on this channel. And, private email. So when I see things come into that particular email address, I know it's critical, it's important. And specifically for the hangouts. And when I see things going to the other email address, I know it's just specifically for the YouTube videos. It's important for that. And then the other email, the Gmail address I'll give you, is only for hangouts and lives and stuff. I'm trying to keep the spam down, the mess down in my come on, man. Keep the spam down in my email accounts, where it's just a lot of, I get a lot of emails that are on the Yahoo one that are just really weird. I've had to report some people sending emails about are you single? And, I want to come to LA we can go on a date. Nigga, if you don't get off my dang email, now I'm gonna have to block your ass and report you. And I had females on there like, what's going on? You look good. I'm like, all right, this ain't that type of party. What's the business? What's going on? You know? Yeah. But I think it's important to discuss that topic because we already see the militarization of the police has been happening for decades, since its inception. So over a century then it's been happening, but particularly when you have the rise of black people who want to break the chains of oppression. And it's very interesting how this coffee shop is in Oakland, where the Black Panthers were established and, you know, officially seen as a force to be reckoned with at that time. And that's where the coffee shop is denying service to police. So I get the sentiment, I get the motivation behind why they're doing it. Right. Yeah, because you have to start with slave patrols first. We never had police until they came around us. We never had a lot of things until they came around us. The melanated deficient. Those suffering from inherent generational albinism. Those with the degenerate pituitary glands. We never had a lot of issues. We never had a lot of these diseases until they came into our presence. We never had, or they forced us into their presence. Mental genocide was not of us. Patricide and matricide, killing your whole family, that was not of us. Terrorism was not of us. So yeah, that's true. Which is another reason why I say be careful when they talk about, you know, this is a good thing for them to deny service to police officers. You know, you don't know which police officers have gone rogue or not. Just because they come in a coffee shop to drink some coffee and eat some freaking donuts and bagels and bear claws or whatever. That don't mean that they don't know people from the streets. Because a lot of police officers are in the military at one point. They can revert back to that mind state over something stupid like this. You know, something silly like, you can't come here. Okay, if you can't go to this coffee shop, then take your ass down the street and go somewhere else. I mean, Starbucks, every Starbucks I go to, cops drink for free. They come get what they want and walk out. I understand there's a mechanism of protection or perceived protection that you would get from law enforcement if you do that, but it's not really a fair exchange if you think about it. Okay, you're gonna give me free $5 coffees every day. That's $35 a week. All right, $140 a month versus, and that's in exchange for me protecting you with my life. Okay, that's not really a fair exchange, but I get it. You know, these corporations maybe pay into the National Federation of Police, you know, the FOP, Fraternity of Police or something. Who knows? Because these are multinational corporations. Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and all these other places. They have locations in other countries, I believe. So it would make sense for them to want to keep those people happy. But instigative. They can play an instigating role in when it comes to businesses like that coffee shop that deny service to them. Because saying you deny service to them is like, it's a diss. Clearly that's what that is. It's a diss. You don't like pork, I don't eat pork, so I get it. I know what you mean. Around here, a lot of people don't deal with police either. I noticed. Oh, the tree line? What tree line? Oh, this is Melrose and La Cienega. I think it's gonna clear up a little bit, hopefully, because when I saw the Hollywood sign earlier, the fog was sitting right on top of it. Could barely see it. But now it looks like it's kind of clear. The hills are kind of clear. Yeah, you handle things yourself. I think that's what they were trying to say in the article. You know, they only put certain pieces of their exchange with the reporter in the articles and stuff. But I think that's what they were trying to say. We can handle this ourselves. We don't need the police to police us. We police ourselves. And that's the way it was back in the day. Like, I don't know why you have people that are outright saying, oh, this is wrong, this is bullshit, da, 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 da. They need to go back to their own country. You know, what are they doing with the co-op? They just hustling the game and all this stuff. I'm like, nah, you have to look at things from different sides, different angles. Okay, put that Facebook name in the email for me, just in case I can't see the replay of the comments when I upload it, when it goes the live goes on. Some videos I can't see the live replay, so that would help. Yeah, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills it's kind of overrated to me. I don't know. I just sometimes I go to certain areas, like myself, me, my friends, and you know, we just go sit in certain areas like Beverly Hills just to see what people going, like their reaction, their responses. They just sit there and they have their own little world that they're in, and I just sit and observe them with my shades on, even if it's cloudy, just watching. Like, look at this fool, you know, like look at this motherfucker over here. What the hell he got on? Like, you know, like these dummies right here running in the street, trying to dodge traffic like some chickens instead of taking their ass to the light. There's a flea market back there at Fairfax High School, so a lot of people tend to cross the street right there, but a lot of near misses. I've almost hit people crossing the street. They're such freaking idiots. In this area, you can see the gentrification. I'm on Melrose, so the gentrification is heavy over here. As Tariq says, heavy. It's heavy. Heavy. They have so many businesses on Melrose now, between Melrose, Fairfax and La Brea, that little strip of Melrose. We were riding through there last night, from the valley, and you could just see the level of gentrification. All these businesses are there. I used to live in this area, and so I remember, and I lived in Beverly Hills for a while too, and Koreatown. But yeah, the gentrification has literally pushed some of the white people out of here. Some of the white people that lived over here don't live over here anymore. I need to go this way. Yeah, LOL is right. They were at the county council one time arguing about the revitalization projects that are occurring between Melrose and Beverly. It's a square area. It's Fairfax, La Brea that go north and south, and Beverly and Melrose that go east and west. So this whole square area is being heavily changed, flipped over. And what the white people in this area don't like is there are a lot of Hispanics. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, including myself, 4 black people on the street right now. It's 2 young ladies walking. It's a black guy right here. And I just saw a whole family, a car full of black people when I turned back there. But a lot of black people are living over here now. And I think it's because black people are getting it now when it comes to having alternate sources of income, not relying on your job to give you your living assistance. That is not going to help you here. You can't live off just your income. I don't care how much money you make. Because if you make that much money, your ass ain't living down here. You're living in the hills. People are seeing they have to have alternate sources of income. White people have been doing it for years. And that's a good thing. And that's enabling people to live in different areas and experience different things. Where all the black folks going? I don't know. Like, where are you? OT82. Where are you? You're out here? Are you in Oakland? It was nothing like I saw in the 80s on television. What's going on, Proverbs? Yeah, okay, you're in Oakland. Yeah. How far is Oakland from Stockton? Beautiful avatar. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try to look nice. I do my best. And now we are not as, what is it, viable? Stockton, 30 miles. So that's like, what, an hour away? I have to go to this thing. How's the slavery depending on a source of living? Yeah, depending on a source for living must gain independence, yes. And oh dang, he's probably gonna be mad at me. I just got the sound you heard. I got a notification from Bitter Truth Show, Monsante Bay. If you hear this, Bay, I'm sorry. I was actually in Long Beach half the day yesterday, and I don't know what it is. Every time I'm blaming it on T-Mobile. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, that's T-Mobile. T-Mobile sucks. And I think that's what happened, because my phone was going in and out. I could not hear anything. People were calling me. I couldn't hear much. The phone calls I made earlier in the day were at home, but when I went to Long Beach after a live with the LVZ, I was like, what is going on? And then I got the notification from Bay, and I couldn't even see it. It was like buffering. I don't know. I said, forget it. I came back and let me come back, and then it wouldn't let me see the chat. It was just white. Then words start popping up, random words, and I was like, what is this? And then it was just weird. It was really weird. So I didn't have access to his channel. And then it would not let me see notifications, so I could click on it and go back to the replay or something. It wouldn't let me do anything for like 2 hours. It was just sitting there. So I turned my phone off, turned it back on. I hope he's not mad at me. Because I said I would, I'll be there for his live. And I know Kit was there. I came back and left a comment. Kat said something. Oh my goodness. Honey. Does she have on underwear outside? Okay. Kat said something. I made a comment. Yeah, it has a weak signal, especially in Long Beach. And it was raining too. Even when it's not raining, I have a weak signal in Long Beach. But when it rained, and it rained really hard down there. I don't know what deal. I guess because it's closer to the ocean right there. But it was raining really hard. Like, I couldn't even get out the car. I just sat in the car for a few minutes and let it slack off some. Yeah, I just saw he put up a notification. I'm trying to see what it is. Oh, it's nothing to see here, folks. Mexicans, because that's mostly what I see now. Rents have skyrocketed. Whole Foods markets are popping up out of nowhere. Exactly. Whole Foods and Starbucks. Remember, Jason Black said that when you see a Whole Foods in his Gentrified documentary, even in 7 a.m., he mentioned it. Well, before 7 a.m., he was promoting it. He was like, when you see a Starbucks, Whole Foods or Starbucks or Trader Joe's. Ooh, you see Trader Joe's. Because, Trader Joe's is smaller than Whole Foods as far as the size of the buildings they use. It's smaller, but it's more insidious because Trader Joe's can be like behind a McDonald's. You got to turn off the road to go to it. Whole Foods usually take up like half the block. It's real obvious. It's a Whole Foods there. When you see those businesses, gentrification is already done because they done bought the whole block. They even buy, I was reading something about Whole Foods and these big businesses like that. They do like Circuit City and Best Buy used to do. They buy the whole block. They buy they get contracts to resurface parking lots for the neighboring businesses. They get contracts with the city to put the LED lights in, you know, for illumination at nighttime for the customers and stuff like that. They do all kinds of stuff, little backdoor deals, and they have like 50, 100-year leases on these places. But yeah, you see Whole Foods and Starbucks popping up. There was one somewhere. I was riding somewhere. I was like, that was not a Starbucks. And it was a Starbucks. There was one there. All of a sudden, I was like, wow. When I went there last time, it was not a Starbucks. It was a, I think it was like a little laundromat. So they took their laundromat and turned it into Starbucks. One of the drive-through. It's a drive-through walk-up Starbucks. It's not even a Starbucks you can sit in. Like you walk up to it. Like this is the 50s. So that was crazy. Trader Joe's, yes indeed, yes. Trader Joe's will destroy the local businesses in the area. Forget Walmart, because around here, they don't have a lot of Walmarts around here. In this Beverly Hills, West Hollywood area, there are no Walmarts around here. There was one in Crenshaw and Martin Luther King Jr. That's gone because the train is coming. They got all these freaking traffic circles because people speed. They speed in general, but around this area, people drag race. People race motorcycles at night, and this is a residential area, so they put all these little parking traffic circles and stuff like that in the way to slow traffic down, because there's been a lot of accidents around here. People just are stupid. But yeah, I was thinking about that article that's what I was talking about earlier, about the coffee shop, the Hasta Muerte coffee shop in Oakland that does not want cops, refuses service to police, uniformed police. And I was just asking the question, okay, if there's an ununiformed police officer that comes in there with his family or something and wants coffee, you know, donuts, and wants service, they don't know he's an officer until something happens and he has to respond. You know, what is he gonna say? I'm off duty, I can't do nothing. Is that what they're gonna start saying when they go and these businesses decide, we don't serve police, we don't serve your kind here, can't sit here, you know, get out, pig. Okay, if something happens, what you gonna say? Can you help us? No, you gonna try to fix it yourself if you can. And I was saying, like, in Louisiana, it's a hate crime. You resist arrest, it can be considered a hate crime. You can be arrested for that. You can go to jail for that. You can go to trial for that. Like, it's really serious. So if there's someone in there causing a disturbance and the police officer has to detain them or tries to talk to them and investigate to figure out what's going on, and they're not uniformed, but they have their badge and everything on them, what do you do? Like, do you say, you know, screw you, whatever, get out of here, we don't serve your kind, and then the police officer gets you for a hate crime, you know, or tries to set a precedent and say this person is obstructing justice, because that's a crime, obstruction of justice. Because if there's a person committing a crime and the police officer is trying to investigate that crime or determine how to deal with this particular individual or group of individuals, and you're interfering with that, that's obstruction. And depending on the severity, it could be a federal offense. So what do you do? Like, how do you? I don't know if I'm not gonna jump for joy with this coffee shop. I commend the idea, the motivation behind it, but I don't know how effective it's going to be, particularly since cops drink a lot of freaking coffee. Every coffee shop I drive by, I see cops either parked outside or inside, you know, getting free stuff. So I don't know, but East Lake San Diego has Walmart. Okay, East Lake San Diego. Okay, oh, East Lake is in San Diego. I didn't know that. All right. I've been to San Diego a couple of times, once for business and one for vacation, and I see the gentrification happening downtown near the convention center. because that was why I went the first time, was the convention center. But yeah, I know. I'm turning it around now. So I'm about to go into this. I need to run errands, but I also need to stop by my job. And I just saw they put the chain up, so I can't park at the building. I have to park in the lot and then walk over there. They probably did it because we kept parking our cars over there. We're not supposed to, but whatever. What'd you say? Up there, Walmart. Walmart literally. There's a Walmart literally every 20. Yeah, that's what I was used to where I'm from. I'm used to Walmart. Frequently seeing Walmarts, especially off the highway. You see Walmarts, Pilot, what is it, Pilot J, gas stations, you have a gas station, little food town or something. And then there's also another thing I saw about Obama and Netflix, which I thought was interesting. Jason Black did a video. I watched some of it this morning. Some of his broadcast. I listened to some of it. I need to go back and listen to the rest. But he was talking about how Netflix is offering Obama a deal with They're offering Obama a deal with Netflix. And I don't know what in the world he's thinking, because they were like, oh, this was in the cards. This is going to be, this is going to happen. Da, da, da. We've been talking about this for a while. No, you haven't. CNN, y'all be lying. Okay? You be lying. You lie! But they were saying, I remember for a long time, they were saying that he was going to work as a professor when he left the White House. He's going to work as a professor at Columbia University. So where does this Netflix thing come into being a professor? I think it was a professor of law or something. I don't know, or political science, which would make sense. But yeah, I don't understand that. And it's real funny how that's coming on the heels of Monique and everything that happened with her, with Breakfast Club and all of that. That's real suspect to me. Kind of sketchy. But anyway, I have to get my lotion. Like, some people, I don't know what it is. I think maybe I just have dry skin. My hands always get ashy. I guess that professor gig didn't fall through reality shows now. Reality show, he gonna be on Dancing with the Stars doing the coon jig. LBZ was like, he gonna be doing the jig. You right. I didn't get the professor gig. Now I'm dancing the jig. Environment. What are you talking about? Environment. 45-minute driving. What do you mean by that? Hey, Michelle can get Beyonce to call her phone because she ain't gonna make a cameo. Beyonce gonna say, heifer, you ain't paying me enough. I need more money. Michelle can get Beyonce to call her phone. Yes. I don't understand that concept. I'll listen to the rest of Jason's broadcast. Yeah, because Beyonce gonna have to go out and steal all the dance moves from people, because she steal people's shit. Dry hands. Yeah, you're right. The environment. I just got what you were saying. The environment. It is dry out here, and I'm glad it's raining. In a way, first, number one, for the plants, because I get tired of seeing plants with dust on them. Number two, I get a free car wash, and that saves me some change. And number three, it smells better. The smell, it was like, people out here that are from out here that lived here their whole life, they don't get it. But it's a certain smell when you don't have rain to wash all that dust and pollution away. It's just kind of, I still smell it. And it really messes up my allergies. And my eyes get watery and stuff. Yeah, my hands are dry. Free car wash, exactly, yeah. I just park my car outside of the garage in the driveway and just let the rain do its thing. Yeah, your hand, the arthritis, yeah, like feeling the, because of the weather. Or because they were dry, yeah. But yeah, Beyonce gonna steal somebody's shit. She gonna steal somebody's dance moves. She gonna steal somebody's music. And she gonna be like, Michelle, I need you to come do this dance routine with me. It's not authentic, but we gonna do our best. They gonna be dancing the night away. They gonna put a video out. They gonna have a reality show. Michelle Obama had the Let's Move campaign with the nutrition thing. And she gonna end up having a show on Food Network. Oh yeah, the dryness. Yeah, it starts cracking. She gonna have a show on Food Network. Cooking coons. Coons in the kitchen. I don't know. Michelle's cooking hour. I don't know what they're gonna call it. She gonna end up going on she gonna be, no, I know what they're gonna do. They gonna put Michelle, if they do the cooking thing, you know, cook healthy eating and stuff, they gonna put her on Martha Stewart's show with Snoop Dogg. They gonna have her on there with Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, ex-con. An ex-con and two fools. I can't. I wonder what that first dish is gonna be. You know, Martha Stewart gonna probably try to make some soul food. She might try to make cornbread with marijuana, some weed in it. Well, we have cornbread with some THC oil in it. And today we have Michelle Obama. She's going to help us make Kool-Aid. Not red, grape. Yes, grape Kool-Aid. Like black people drink grape Kool-Aid, okay? Like, come on. Like grape Kool-Aid. Or they gonna get that nasty orange or green Kool-Aid. Or the Hawaiian Punch. She's gonna teach us how to make Kool-Aid popsicles. These are perfect for summer barbecue cookout. Cannabis brownies. The cannabis pancakes. That's what she gonna have. Cannabis pancakes. I swear they're gonna have her on there on the Martha Stewart show with Snoop Dogg. Snoop gonna be high as hell. I'm gonna be like, what's going on, Michelle? How's it going? Long Beach forever. That's what we do. Kool-Aid with brown sugar. Kool-Aid with agave nectar. Snoop gonna be flirting with Michelle. Yes. He gonna be flirting. Oh, you so thick. It's gonna be Cooning for Brownies. That's the name of the show. Cooning for Brownies. That's gonna be the name of the show. But I don't understand how you can have a former sitting president to be on Netflix. They had a movie about him based on his life before he became president called Barry. I didn't see it. I heard pretty bad reviews about it. I didn't hear anything good about that movie. Martha Stewart gonna get jealous. Yeah. She gonna be like, what the hell? I don't think this is gonna work anymore, Michelle. They're gonna be in a production room. I don't think this is gonna work anymore. You're stealing my shine. Get your own freaking show. Get your own freaking show. But I'm trying to think how that would work though. He's supposed to be moderating the show. Yeah, you're trying to get that Kardashian money. Yeah, I don't want to hear about them heifers, them hoes. I guess he feels like going into... And see, I will say one point that I heard Jason Black make is that during Barack Obama's administration, he helped to push forward the net neutrality thing. And that helped Netflix significantly. Netflix, HBO, Stars, any of these big networks, CNN, ABC, NBC, and you see how they treating them after he gone. But before he left office, they put the movie Barry out. I think that was during the campaign with Hillary and Tangerine. And they had the movie Barry out. So I think they were already in the works of talking about some type of deal with Netflix and Barack Obama. It couldn't have just come out the blue. They don't do things like that. It had to already been discussed in more than one way. But I don't know. I think I have to read some more into that to see what that's about. I don't think any other former sitting president has gone with a major network like that for a show that it's gonna flop. It's probably gonna flop. Bootleg movies are harder to find now. Yeah, you're right. Especially on YouTube, you try to find them old. Now, the only movies you can really find on YouTube are the blaxploitation movies, the 70s blaxploitation. But even then, like, I had a playlist of blaxploitation movies, and there's probably like 100 movies in there. I would say about 30 of them have been deleted, or they're not allowed to be viewed in this country, in the U.S., so go figure. But yeah, net neutrality is affecting people. It's affecting people's money too. But anyway, I'm here to do what I got to do. I'm not going to be here long. Hopefully, I won't be here long because I don't want it to start raining again. But yeah, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all have a great day. I may come back with a video about the coffee shop in Oakland refusing service to cops. Barack Obama and Netflix. And I was going to do a science related article. I was reading some things about science, and I might do something about that. Something with genetics. I was reading something interesting. I didn't get through the article. I just read the synopsis at the top. But yeah, I will come back. I'm going to check my email, Lightbearer, and get back to you on that so we can determine a day to do a video together. But I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe in these streets. I'm out.